Here we have the current stock market update for GameStop Corporation, stock ticker GME. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So what we're looking at here is the hourly price chart. Each candle on this time frame represents a 1 hour trading period. And as we can see, we're sort of rolling over pretty much as expected right into these prior support levels that have been seen at $20.30. So, one thing that can be said about this stock is that it really has obeyed, some kind of just standard technical analysis techniques because, the support and resistance zones have been extremely easy to project here, over the last few weeks. I mean, ever since we saw share prices sort of rally into this 25 area and then just collapse, the developing price structures from there have been incredibly easy to predict, and they really are falling in line almost exactly with expectations. So, as we can see here, what we were discussing in the prior video was the fact that the stock had broken below this sort of short-term trading range support zone, which was seen right around $21 per share, which is also another level that we've been watching for quite some time. So, share prices did sort of fall below there. And I didn't do a video on the stock yesterday, but as we can see, this area was retested again. I mean, it breaks through this area and then retests it from the bottom, which now means it's a resistance level. Support zones that are broken, they become resistance levels. And I mean, this is exactly how it played out here. So we saw, this price break lower, a retest from the top side, and now another movement lower. And if we sort of look closely here, we can see that, this recent low here from about an hour ago was lower than this prior low. So, this near-term low is now coming in at $20.39, and the prior low was $20.44. So I understand this seems like small numbers here, but what we're looking for is the structure, and we're trying to figure out what is likely to happen here. Is the stock ready to reverse? Are we likely to see a bounce and things like that? So I understand 5 cents might not seem like a lot, but what this tells us currently is that the share price broke below this important support zone, retested it from the bottom, failed here, and then posted a lower low. So that's a sequence of events that you don't want to see if you're currently long this stock. So, at the risk of sounding like the guy who says, I told you so, I mean, I'm really not trying to do that when I sort of point this out. But I do think that it's sort of constructive here to look at what has happened in the past, because I do think at this point people need an exit strategy. You need a way out of this stock because things just continue moving lower. And the clickbait YouTube channels they still don't stop. I mean, I think they might start to try to look at other stocks here because I think the game is over a little bit. Sorry for the pun there, but I think they're just sort of trying to divert attention away from the fact that they just sort of misled people for years, and nothing is coming to fruition here. So, I just point out this prior move into $25 because my advice there was to, prior to that, well before that, I mean, we were trading in this area around here when I was telling people that, if you see a move back into 24.80, that is the time to close the position. That's probably the best price zone you're going to see here. Wait for that type of bounceable rally, wait for that bounce upward, and then just collect as much profit as you can, and then move on to other stocks. We have plenty of other options, plenty of other stock trades. Every single week, we have new stock trades in the members only section of the channel. There are so many other things people could have been doing during this time frame, and I really just wish people would just take a look at the trading room because there are so many other things to be doing. But I just want to quickly sort of reiterate here that 25.01 was the ultimate price high. So getting out at 24.80 would have been the best possible plan. Share prices sort of collapsed from there. And, the only reason I'm bringing this up at this point, I'm not trying to be the I told you so guy. I'm just trying to say, we have to think about what worked in the past and what is likely to be the best strategy here going forward. Now, could share prices just completely rally from here? I suppose anything's possible. And past performance is no guarantee of future results. But, if something occurred in the past, it's more likely to happen again rather than something that didn't occur in the past, if that makes any sense. So, yes, past performance is no guarantee of future results, but it is more likely to be seen if it has already been seen. So I just think that people should be looking for these bounces as an opportunity to get out of this stock. This thing is going nowhere, and people are they just continue to make these stupid clickbait videos, making people believe that something is going to happen here. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Like I don't have a short position. I'm not being paid by a hedge fund. I don't have a position either way. I'm the clearest possible view of this stock because I have no position here. So, as things currently stand here, what we're setting up for is a breakthrough support at 2030. And, these price zones have been extremely orderly here in terms of how they're performing and how they're behaving. So I do think that at the moment, like what my best assumption here of what's going to happen would be that, these bounces off of 2030 are so weak that I don't think that this area is going to hold. You can either bet on the $20 level or not. I personally don't think that it's going to be hugely significant because there have been several instances in the past where share prices did fall through that level. I mean, we can point to 1988 here, and you can make the argument that that sort of $20 area did sort of hold because then we did see this bounce into 24.69, and that ultimately resulted in $25. But that does require a breakthrough $20 per share. And the question at this point, is which level is going to be the next support zone. So is it going to be $20? Is it going to be 1943? Is it going to be 1873? The next level from there comes in at 1770, and I think that if you see a break below 1770, I think you're looking at $10 per share. So just quickly, just to look at the indicator situation, I sort of avoided this because there's not much going on here. We are seeing readings in both directions at the moment. The longer term trend here is actually positive. So on balance, I would consider this to be positive. But I think that there's a risk here of this uptrend breaking, this upward trend momentum breaking, because we're not trading far from there at the moment. And if share prices are not able to bounce from 2030, I think this momentum reading breaks to the downside. And then the only thing that's left here is this negative momentum reading. So then you're looking at at the very least $20 and possibly 1940, 1873, 1770, and then $10 per share. So here's the current market update for GameStop Corporation, stock ticker GME. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.